Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Al-Fatihah ala Habib Muhammad bin Abdullah ila hadrat Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Al-Fatihah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oh, sorry. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Al-Fatihah ila Habib Ahmad bin Zil Habsyi anna Allah tuqul hatina anna Allah tuqul hatina anna Allah tuqul إنه لا أخلف إلا حضرة النبي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. الفاتحة. الله آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نويت التعلم والتعليم والتذكر والتذكير والنفع والانتفاع والإفادة والاستفادة والحث على التمسك بكتاب الله وسنة رسوله والدعاء إلى الهدى والدلالة على الخير ابتغاء وجه الله ومرضاته وقربه وثوابه. آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. So we continue on our daras on the kitab Risalatul Jami'ah by Habib Ahmad bin Zain al-Habshi. So we have arrived at the chapter of Zakat and we have went through the types of obligatory Zakat. So just to recap a bit, obligatory Zakat on wealth. On wealth, we have went through livestock and the zakat on crops, al-mu'asharat. So an-na'am and mu'asharat we have covered. So today we're going to cover the third one, inshallah. The third one is the zakat on buried treasures. The zakat of Rikaz. It's called Rikaz. Zakatul Rikaz. So the meaning of Rikaz is actually treasures found buried beneath the earth by men. So these are treasures that has been buried by men previously. It's taken from Rakiza. Rakiza is means to appear. So it appears when after you found it, so it appears. So it's called Rikaz. Definition of Rikaz: treasures found by buried treasures found buried by men beneath the earth, or that has been appeared or that has appeared from beneath the earth to the face of the earth due to flood, etc. So from here we know the definition of Rikaz is it should be buried by men and later appear because like you found it uh, because of uh, apa uh, yeah you happen to dig that place or something and you found the treasure by accidentally or whatever, or due to flood, and it makes the treasure appear from the underneath the earth. So if it is not previously buried, it's not considered recast. If the owner is known, it must be returned to the owner. If not, then it will be under the ruling of lost and found. Lost and found item, they have a separate ruling, which is called lugata. Lugata, they have a special ruling for it. Mm. So must be from the, and another uh, point for recast is it must be from the time of Jahiliyah, before the first revelation to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. If unsure whether this treasure is considered, uh, if the treasure is from the time of Jahiliyah or after the time of Jahiliyah, then it's considered after. You must be sure that it's from the time of Jahiliyah. If not, then it's considered lost and found, or if you know, you have to trace back the owner. If you don't know the owner, then it's considered lost and found. Mm. So, so we are clear that Rikas is something that is being buried and should be from the time of Jahiliyah. So that's just the intro. So now from the conditions here, we will see what is actually when the zakat Rikas is obligatory. So the conditions for zakat Rikas is it must be of gold or silver. No zakat on other treasures, precious metals or gems or diamond or whatever you found buried beneath the earth, even if they are worth a lot more than gold or silver. So this is the mu'tamad of our madhab Shafi'i. So that is Rikaz is only considered for gold and silver. Other than gold and silver, no zakat. So some other opinions call for zakat on any treasures, any precious metals that are found. There should be zakat on them. But this is not the mu'tamad in our madhab. So according to this madhab, according to this second opinion, anything that you found, like let's say um, precious metal, any copper or something that is ancient and very luxurious, then there should be zakat on them. But on for our madhab, mu'tamad, in madhab Shafi'i, there's no zakat. There's only zakat of rikas when it's gold and silver. Then the second condition is it must reach the nisab for gold and silver, either gold or silver. So the nisab for gold is 20 dinars. 20 dinars or 20 mitgal, or or approximately 84 grams of gold. Some say 85, and yeah, it's around there. The lowest is about 84 grams. So to know whether it has reached the nisab, you have to weigh or to compare, like to weigh the gold. You have to weigh the gold. It must reach 84 for gold, 84 grams. And for dirham, 200 dirham. For silver, it should be 200 dirham or more, approximately 588 gram, 588 gram. Some say 595, and the lowest is about 588 gram. So if you found gold or silver beneath the earth, from beneath the earth, and it's less than these figures, then there's no zakat. But you have to consider also whether the gold or silver that you found plus the ones in your possession have reached the nisab. That means, example is like you have 10 dinars of gold in your possession, then you found another 10 dinars, then you have to zakat. Now there's the zakat of Rikaz becomes obligatory. But if let's say you don't have any gold, or you have 5 dinar, then you found another 10 through Rikaz, you found 10, so total you have 15, so there's no zakat. But if you once you the nisab reach 20 for gold and 200 for 200 dirham for silver, there is zakat, and you must consider whatever is in your possession as well. But whatever is in your possession doesn't you don't have to pay zakat for that one yet until it reaches the whole. But for this, for the Rikaz, you have to pay immediately. We'll go through step by step. So number one, we know it must be gold and silver, gold or silver. Then second condition is it must have reached the nisab for gold or silver. Then the third one is the treasures found must be from the time of Jahiliyyah, pre-Islamic era. That means prior to the revelation of the Quran to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. If it's after that, then it's not considered Rikaz. So you must be certain that it is from the time of Jahiliyyah. If not certain, it will be considered as lost and found. You must find the owner, or if you cannot find the owner, then the ruling of lost and found, ruling of Luqata will come in, and you have to follow that ruling. So how you know whether it's this treasure you found is from the times of Jahiliyyah is by the signs. The example that on the treasure is written some name of kings or like empires that are known to be before the revelation period, then it's considered Rikaz. Or alternatively, is being verified by experts in this field, like the experts ahli khibrah. They know when they look at certain treasures, then they will know, they can estimate and tell you like this is from which era. Then if it's from the era of the Jahiliyyah, you call it Jahiliyyah, is before the revelation, then it's considered Rikaz. If it's after that, then it's not considered Rikaz. If it's not considered Rikaz, then it will be considered as under lost and found. Lost and found, the ruling of Luqata will kick in. So this is a brief summary. If this treasure has any signs which suggest that it is buried after the advent of Islam, or it is not known whether it is buried in the pre-Islamic era or after the advent of Islam, then the ruling that applies to it is that of a lost property. If once it's a lost property, if its owner is known, it has to be returned to him. Otherwise, it should be made known for a period of 1 year. And if no one comes to claim, then the person who found it can benefit from it. And when its owner comes at any time after that 1 year, even after that person have benefited, the founder have benefited whatever he has found, then he has to compensate the owner. Yeah. So that is the ruling of Luqata, the ruling of lost and found. And the fourth condition is treasures found must be from barren land or ruined village. Barren land that he is trying to revive. That means they call it Ihya ul Mawat. Ihya ul Mawat, that is you like reviving a dead land. So the land doesn't belong to anyone, and you're trying to revive. You are trying to build a house or do some cultivation or whatever you have. You are trying to make use of the land. So this is called barren land that belongs to no one yet, and you are trying to revive. That means you are trying to adopt the land, trying to make it yours. Of course, this thing is now is like almost not relevant because it's a bit irrelevant because our times now all land belong to the government. So or if it's a ruined village or wreckage or deserted land with no owners, then all these places are where you can say Rikaz can be found. Considered, those treasures found in this kind of lands are considered Rikaz. If item is found in a mosque or in the street, then it's considered as lost property. Let's say you found a treasure underneath the land of a mosque, it won't be considered as Rikaz because it doesn't meet the ruling, the condition. So it will go to the mosque, and they have to find the owner previously, who is the owner of the land, and if they cannot trace, and nobody claim that property, then it will go to Baitul Mal. If it is found on someone's property, then it belongs to the owner if he claims it. Otherwise, to the one who owned this property before him, and trace its owner until we arrive at the first person who cultivated the land. That means the first one who adopted the land. Just now we were talking about Ihya ul Mawat, to revive the land. That means to cultivate the land. Who's the first one to have taken the land? Then the property or whatever is found beneath that earth is considered his. If you cannot trace, then it will go back to Baitul Mal. Nobody claims, and it go back to Baitul Mal. So the rate for Zakat of Rikaz is 20% of whatever is found. Once all the earlier conditions are met, then 20%, 1/5 of whatever is found, provided the nisab is met and all the other conditions are met. It's quite a lot because it's of like there's not much effort. You found something and you can take it, but you have to pay 20% will go to zakat. From the dalil is the dalil from the Quran. O you who believe, spend of the good things you have legally earned and of that which we have produced from the earth for you. Al-Baqarah 267. And also from the hadith of Rikaz, anything hidden in the ground, 1/5 is payable. So this is agreed upon hadith Bukhari and Muslim. So there is no need for haul in zakat of Rikaz. Zakat of Rikaz, you don't need haul. You just need the 4 conditions just now. The nisab, it must be gold and silver, then it must be found in a barren land, and it must Jahiliyyah. It must be of treasures from the Jahiliyyah. So there's no need for haul. So one who find the Rikaz will have to pay for the zakat immediately once all these conditions are met. Immediately, the person who found the zakat and see that all these 4 conditions are met, he will have to pay 20% of whatever he found. If it's below the nisab, then there's no zakat. He can take whatever he found, but there's no zakat. So the case study on how to calculate on Zakatul Rikaz. Okay, let's say Z have no gold in his possession. He got no gold at all in his possession. Then he found 5 dinars of gold on Monday. Total gold in his possession now is 5 dinars. So no zakat. Then on the same day, later in the afternoon, on Monday, he found another 5 dinars of gold later. So now he got how many? He got 10 dinars. 5 in the morning he found. Then later in the afternoon, he found another 5. Still no zakat because he now only have 10. Then in the evening, he found another 10. So now his possession is, total possession is 20. Now he will have to pay zakat because he have hit the nisab. The nisab is of 20 dinars. So now he will have to pay 20% of whatever he found. Whatever of the whatever he have found. But whatever he have found on the third finding, because in the first 2 findings he got no possession. That means the first one he got 5 dinar, and before that he got 0, right? He got 0, then he got 5. So no zakat. Second one, he got 5 now, then he found another 5. So total he got 10. No zakat. But the third one, in the third instance, he got 10. He already have 10 dinars in his possession, and he found another 10 dinars. So now he got 20 dinars. But the one he have to pay is only 20% of the third finding, because that's the one that is considered zakatable. Whereas the 2 is not zakatable because when he found it, the total possession the total gold in his possession has not meet the nisab value of 20 dinars yet. So I hope this is clear. So if he finds silver, same thing. He will have to calculate according to the 200 dirham. But it should not be mixed. Let's say he found 5 dinars of gold in the morning, then another 195 dinars of silver in the afternoon. So now he got 195 dirham of silver and 5 dinar of gold. So total is 200. But you cannot mix. You don't have to mix because gold is gold, silver is silver. You don't mix the two. So in that case, you found 5 dinars of gold and 195 dinars of silver, dirham of silver, 195 dirham of silver. So now you have a lot, right? But still there's no zakat because the silver has not meet its nisab and the gold has not meet its nisab. So there's no zakat in that case. Then the fourth type of zakat we're going to go through is the zakat on gold and silver mines. It's called ma'din. So number 3 is Rikaz, and the fourth type of zakat is al-ma'din. Ma'din is same thing, gold and silver is almost similar to Rikaz but slightly different. So we're going to go through a bit on the definition. Definition of al-ma'din is minerals that are extracted out from the earth by digging or mining. So just now was we found gold and silver. You don't have to dig, you found. Even if you dig also, you will find like a chest of treasure is considered Rikaz. But then this one for ma'din is like the first time anyone found the gold. So the difference of, let's see the difference. Difference of between Rikaz and ma'din is both Rikaz and ma'din originate from beneath the earth. That means they are from underneath the earth. So Rikaz have been previously extracted from the earth. Someone have found this gold or silver, then they bury the gold, or it was buried due to some war or something, whatever it is, they buried the treasure or gold or silver. Then when second time someone found it, it's considered as Rikaz. But ma'din is extracted from the earth for the first time. Nobody have seen the gold or silver yet. For the first time you found, because you dig or you mine the place, and you found this gold or silver, then it's considered ma'din. It's not considered rikaz. So that's the difference of rikaz and ma'din. But the rulings on them are almost similar. Okay, for ma'din, the conditions is must be of gold and silver. Same thing. No zakat on other minerals, precious metals or gems you found buried underneath the earth, even if they worth a lot more than gold and silver. This is the mu'tamad of Madhab Syafi'i. Same thing like Rikaz just now. There's no zakat except for gold and silver that is being found. But some opinions call for zakat on anything that is extracted from the earth. So this will cover, some of them even include petroleum, crude oil, minerals, whatever minerals that is precious, and whatever gas that is precious, precious metals, rubies and diamonds and all, or even copper, brass, and whatever they can find from whatever is being extracted from the earth is zakatable on some madhab and some opinions. But the mu'tamad in madhab Syafi'i, no, only gold and silver is considered ma'din. Same like Rikaz. And okay, the second condition, there's only two conditions for zakat ma'din. The second one is reaches the nisab. Same thing like Rikaz. 20 dinars. This is the standard nisab for gold and silver. Later when we go to the zakat naqdan, the gold and silver, the same thing. We will still use this nisab. This nisab is 20 dinars for gold and 200 dirham for silver. So same thing, you don't mix gold and silver. You separate them, calculate them separately. So that's the only two conditions. But we discuss a bit on the land where ma'din is found. If it's found in a privately owned land, then zakat of ma'din is on the owner of the land. The owner of the land will possess whatever he found will belong to him, because it's his own land, privately owned land. He found the ma'din because he mined the place or whatever, or he dig and he found, so it's his, and the zakat he have to pay. But if it's a public land, the zakat is on the founder. The founder will, it's a public land, someone go to mine the place, someone go and dig up, and they found some ma'din, some gold and silver. So now this gold and silver is for them to take, and whoever found will have to pay the zakat of whatever is found, provided meeting they met the two conditions of nisab and gold and silver. But if it's a wakaf land, example a mosque or something, that a building that is being wakaf for the poor, or a specific wakaf. So if it's established by experts that the ma'din has existed prior to the wakaf, then no zakat, because the let's say it's a land, then someone go and go and wakaf the land. This person have a land and he wakaf his land to become a masjid, to become a mosque. So now the whatever is underneath the ground, all is being wakaf at the same time. So if this ma'din has existed prior to the wakaf, then it's considered whatever is on the land and underneath the land and on top of the land, all being wakaf at the same time, at that time. So there's no zakat. But if the ahli khibrah says that they see the gold and silver that is being found, and they say that, oh no, this gold or silver has just existed after the wakaf. Maybe he wakaf the land for the past 10 years, and looking at the gold or silver, the ahli khibrah, the experts say that okay, this gold or silver has only existed for about 5 years. So now it's clear that the gold or silver existed after the wakaf. Then there will be two scenarios. There will be no zakat if it's a wakaf for public. If the wakaf is for public, like mosque, then there's still no zakat because there's no ownership. One of the uh, um, condition for zakat to be obligatory is you have to own the 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 wealth. If there's no clear ownership, like public space, there's no ownership. It's for the public, like the mosque. Like mosque, there's no owner. It's for the public use. So who's gonna pay the zakat? No one. No one gonna pay the zakat. So there's no zakat for this kind of wakaf. But if the zakat, if the ma'din is found after the wakaf and to a specific group, wakaf, like the land is wakaf for a specific family, then this ma'din will go to the specific family and they have to pay the zakat. Because it's specific. They know the owner. So that's the difference. When there's a clear owner, then there will be zakat. There's no clear owner, public use, there's no zakat. So rate for zakat of ma'din is different. It's different from Rikaz. Okay, this is wrong. This is zakat of ma'din. Rate of zakat of ma'din is 2.5%. One over no 2.5%. Not 1/20. It's 2.5%. So whatever is found, once all the earlier conditions are met, and is 2.5% of whatever is found. This is the mu'tamad. But the zakat rate of ma'din is lower compared to Rikaz because a lot of effort is involved in mining or digging to find the gold or silver compared to Rikaz where the buried treasures are being found. There's not much effort. There's no mining. There's no digging. You just find the thing, and so of course, more will be have more zakat will have to be paid. But there are other opinions saying that uh, zakatul ma'din zakatul ma'din is also 20%, just like zakat of rikas. But this is the stronger opinion is only 2.5% of whatever is being found. And same thing, it will have to also the nisab will have to consider whatever is in the founder of the zakat of the ma'din, whatever is in his possession will have to be considered as well before deriving the nisab. And same thing, there is no hall for zakat of ma'din. One who found the ma'din will have to pay for the zakat immediately once all these conditions are met. Same thing like rikas. So that's it for the zakat of ma'din and rikas. So inshallah we will go through the next. There are two more. What is it? Two more types of zakat. Inshallah next week we can go for the zakat of gold and silver, anaktan, and trade goods if there is time. If not, then we will separate these two. Allah alam. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربنا انفعنا بما علمتنا ربي، علمنا الذي ينفعنا ربي، فقنا وفق أهلنا وقرابة لنا في ديننا مع أهل القدر أنت وذكر ربي، وفقنا وفقهم لما ترتضي قولا وفعلا كرما، وارزق الكل حلالا دائما، وأخل أتقياء علماء نحظى بالخير ونكفى كل شر. ربنا أصلح لنا كل شؤون، وأقرنا بالرضا منك العيون، واقضي عنا ربنا كل الديون قبل أن تأتينا رسل المنون، واغفر واستر أنت أكرم من ستر. وصلاة الله تغشى المصطفى من إلى الحق دعانا، والوفاء بكتاب فيه للناس الشفاء، وعلى الآل الكرام الشرفاء، وعلى الصحب مصابيح الغرر. اللهم اهدنا بهداك، واجعلنا ممن يسارع في رضاك، ولا تولنا وليا سواك، ولا تجعلنا ممن خالف أمرك وعصاك. وحسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل، ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العظيم. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والله أعلم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.